It's here, y'all. It's finally here. The start to the 2016-17 NBA season is upon us today. We have NBA basketball. Thank you. It's only a 3-game slate. It couldn't have been so perfect that on the first day of basketball we get one of those monster 10-game slates. It's only 3 games, but if you have been able to pay attention throughout the preseason and maybe play a little DFS here and there, you're going to be one of the more sharper players going into the regular season when it starts today. We've got a 3-game slate that we're going to be going over. Is a few good tournaments out there. I know the $1 million tip-off is a really good tournament to enter if you like those big GPPs. There's a Moneyball 250K Moneyball, yeah, 50K to first. That's the 333 buy-in. You got the $27 crossover still in effect. A lot of single entries. You got some 3 max entries. So there's a lot of money to be made today. And with only 3 games, you've got 6 teams. You got a pool of about 40 guys that you're going to be drawing from. So I think today can be profitable. Now, just to talk a little bit about what we want to do in NBA in terms of lineup construction and on a regular day. A strategy that I've employing is, well, let's break it down basics, right? Okay. In basketball, the first player usually on a given play to touch the ball is going to be the point guard or whatever the team deems as the facilitator on that team, right? So on DraftKings, where I play exclusively, I play a little bit of FanDuel, but where I play mostly on DraftKings, we've got the point guard spot, shooting guard spot, just a guard that you can go either way with, and you've got the utility spot. Now this year, we're going to see a lot more flexibility in lineup construction because you're going to have Carson, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. This is my 2-year-old. She's talking in the background while I was trying to take the video. Give daddy some sugar. Okay, listen. Now go ahead and watch TV, and when I finish my video, you want to do it? You want to stay with me? Well, come on. All right. Yeah. I have 5 of these, man. I'm a dad. I don't know what to do. All right. So now that when it comes to lineup construction, a lot of times I like to go with the four ball handlers, guys that are going to be distributing the ball, can shoot the ball fairly well. I know last year I went like 3-point guards, where most of my best lineups were 3-point guards. But this year we're going to see 2 major changes in NBA DFS, especially as DraftKings is concerned. They've made a lot of players, multi-position eligible, like Trey Lyles, for example. He's going to be somebody who I'm going to have at center tonight. When he plays power forward, he can play power forward or center. At 3,600, I'm going to get him in that center spot for the cheap. There's a few more examples that you're going to see throughout the season of guys that can go either way. The only thing about this is, the DVOA, like when you look at a player all the way to the right, it's going to be like a little green or a red to show you like how good or bad the team he's opposing is against his position. But when you got guys that can switch like that, a lot of times you're not going to see that. You're not going to see, it's going to be blank. So I mean, I don't know if that helps you a lot, but that's a tool that I use also when I'm skimming and looking for players. I do notice if they have a plus or a minus matchup. Now, so when I'm getting into my lineups, a lot of times I want that ball handler, that facilitator, somebody who's going to be able to make plays. Usually the guy who is the point guard on your team is guarding the other point guard. So the guy he is guarding is going to be handling the ball a lot. If he's going to be handling the ball a lot, when he does turn it over, there's a good chance that he's going to turn it over to the point guard that you have. So having the ball handlers and the guy that comes in first contact with the ball, just like a running back in football, is a major deal. Is a really big deal. So let's get into this 3-game slate a little bit. Oh, I'm sorry. This is my 2-year-old daughter, Carly. Excuse me, Carson. Carly was the little baby y'all saw last time. Tell him hi, Carson. Tell everybody hi. Okay, good job, baby. Okay, now, to jump into this 3-game slate, the first game we're gonna talk about is gonna be the San Antonio Golden State game. Now, normally I don't roster anyone against San Antonio. I don't care who they are. I just don't. It's too much of a chance that Pop's defense is gonna really shut them down, unless they're playing Golden State. This is a time like this game right here on a regular 10-game slate would be gold because so many people would be avoiding Golden State because they're playing San Antonio that you would get some of these guys at relatively low ownership. And I think just so far open up the season, I think for the first stretch, I'm gonna like Draymond Green a lot. He's the only one that you can get that allows you the relief to still pay up in other spots. So I mean, I'm gonna have, because of course it's the first day NBA. I'm gonna have lineups with Curry in them. I'm gonna have lineups with Clay in them. But most lineups that I have are gonna have Draymond Green in them. Now this is a 209 point total. You've got Golden State 105, San Antonio 104. Who do you like in this game? You like San Antonio or Golden State? You like San Antonio? You like Golden State? I like Kawhi Leonard in this game. I've got him in a couple of lineups. The bench is not as deep as it was last year for Golden State. I know Patrick McCaw is somebody that you could play. It's because it could be, we could have blowout potential. I don't know. This is where we're really going to see how Kevin Durant fits in with the offense. And if you've been paying attention in the preseason, you will see that this team is really freaking good. Like this Golden State team is better, way better than they were last year. It's a chemistry thing. Can they get it all together, right? Now, but we've got Popovich on the other side. They're going to be a well-coached team. LaMarcus Aldridge, the reports are saying that he's not been very happy where he is. So we have to keep our eyes on that as far as the season goes. But some good plays in this game. I believe you can play McCaw for the cheap because it has blowout potential. You can play Curry. You can play Draymond, of course, and Klay Thompson. I wouldn't too much play Kevin Durant. I don't think he's going to do the rebounding you need because you need a double-double to justify Kevin Durant's price. You need a double-double. He's not going to, like, on this team with all these guys scoring. See, and that's the thing. With this Golden State team, the scoring, there's so many guys that are going to be scoring that you're going to have to pick the double-double of the night. In order to really get value from this team, you're going to have to pick whoever is going to get a double-double. And that's going to be a task every night for whoever does that. And I think at the price for what he does tonight, Draymond Green is the best player in this entire game for me. So I like Draymond Green tonight. And next game we're going to move on to is my New York Knicks taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers in Cleveland.
Mommy's getting them out the bed.
Okay, we'll go check on them. Go ahead.
Yep. Mama didn't keep out her bed.
Okay. All right. So you don't want to go? You want to say okay, cool. So the next game we're going to talk about is the New York Knicks, my New York Knicks at Cleveland. This is going to be a whopping 12-point spread. The New York Knicks have an implied point total of 96 points. Cleveland Cavaliers 108. I think this is the game you play.
Mom,
I think.
why did you come out your bed?
That's my what? I think this is the game you play. You fucking up.
Damn. What?
My New York Knicks are going to be taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers. I think this is the game that you get a lot of folks in. You get a lot of players in this game, and you can also this is a full stack. You can stack this game. I like of course I like LeBron, Kyrie. I like Derrick Rose for the cheap. The upside that he may have, you never know until he actually gets out on the floor. So I like Derrick Rose. I saw him a lot during the preseason, and this is something that you got to do too. If you are going to be a successful NBA DFS player, there's something you've got to invest in, and it's called Game Pass. It's $1.99. You can pay it one time, or you can pay like 5 installments of $44.99, something like that. you gotta get Game Pass because you're gonna need to know who's on the bench when injuries happen right before lock things go down. You're gonna want to know who's on the bench, who is up next. Now, see, NFL does a really great job of telling us who's up next because they only play once a week. But it's NBA, man. It's a nightly grind. This is a nightly grind. So you've got to know who's up next. And it's okay to know the name, but when you can put the name with actual game footage that you've seen them play, because when you watch Game Pass, man, when you have Game Pass, you'll be able to watch just about any game there is. So you're gonna see who's on the bench. You're gonna see guys play. You're gonna see them perform. And you're gonna be like, damn, man, they should give this guy a shot, man. This guy, man, he should be starting. And then something happens and there's an injury, and you and a select few group of people know that the guy that's on the bench is about to go nuts, and he does, and you win all the money. So Game Pass is a really good investment. Another thing that you've got to do is you've got to follow the beat writers. Everyone that plays, every serious DFS player should have a Twitter account, an active live Twitter account where you follow every beat writer you can find for the teams, because news come out so fast. It comes out daily, hourly, minutely. There's always some new NBA news. This season moves a lot faster. If you're just transitioning from NFL to NBA, or maybe this is your first time, getting into NBA, this is a whole different beast, man. But it's a lovely thing. It's a lovely thing. Bankroll management is another thing. I'm sorry I interrupted by talking about the game. These are issues that I really want to touch on. Bankroll management is another thing. Like I tend to play more per week in NFL than I do in NBA. NBA, I really stick to the 10% of my bankroll per endeavor. Like the night I play 10% of my bankroll. 20% of the 10% is going to be GPP. The rest of that is going to be single entry GPP. Like I'm not going to play, and I'm not really a cash game player. The single entry GPP is my rendition of a cash game where everybody gets one lineup. You get a shot to put one lineup in. I like those a lot, especially on DraftKings, because they're tiered 50, 27, 9, 3, 5. I like those. So back to the game. This is going to be the LeBron show again. You know how that is. Kyrie is somebody who I really like in this game, so I can definitely see you stack. The only person I'm probably gonna stay away from in this game, I'm probably gonna stay away from Carmelo. I really don't like Carmelo a lot in this game. He's gonna have to show me some stuff this year. Kristaps Porzingis is also in play. Kevin Love is in play. I like Channing Frye for the cheap to spell Kevin Love in some minutes. So there's a lot of plays in this game that I actually do like. The next game and the last game that we're gonna talk about is the Utah Jazz taking on the Portland Trail Blazers. Now, I've got a couple of these Utah guys in lineups. Probably the game that I have the most invested in is going to be the most players invested in is probably going to be the Utah and Portland game, because I just like the price and I like the flexibility that I got. Like we talked about Trey Lyles earlier. I was able to get him in a center spot. I like Dante Exum because he's coming off the bench. He's not really starting yet, but he's going to take that job. And I feel like he's going to take that job. But in order to take that job, he's got to play well off the bench. Well, I'm going to get some of that money while he's playing well to get up off the bench to take that starting job. And it may start tonight. But I like Dante Exum. I like, of course, Trey Lyles. We're going to have to wait on the Derek Favors news to see if he's going to be playing or not. On the other side of the ball, this guy's always in play, and he never reaches the price of the elite guys, because they just have something against him. I don't know. I mean, he never like gets up into the 10, 11K. He never does, but he has that potential, and it's Dame Lillard. Now, last year Utah was not the team you wanted to target if you wanted to score a lot of points against them. I'm not so sure they are still that team, because the makeup of the team has kind of changed a little bit. They've got a little more length kind of on the wing with Joe Johnson, and I just don't think the team's going to be as slow and grindy as they were in past years. Which, I mean, you look at the point totals of 103, 104 point total. So they've got them scoring 100 points first game of the year. So um, I like Maurice Harkless for the cheap on the Portland side. He is going to be in the starting rotation tonight. He's somebody who he was the guy for me last year. But I was like, yo, this dude needs to play. They need to give this guy some playing time. And something happens with a meeting with Ed Davis, something like that, and he gets in the starting lineup for a little while, and he goes nuts. I started him, I think, last year one game against Golden State. He had like 44 points, won me some money. So I like Maurice Harkless tonight. Gobert is gonna definitely be in play, but for me, I'll take the bench. I'll take Trey Lyles coming off the bench for 3,600 and pay up somewhere else because I kind of want to get LeBron in my lineup. I want to get Draymond Green in my lineup. I want to get Klay Thompson maybe, So I want to get Lillard in there. So I'm gonna pay all the way down at center, and I'm gonna punt to like a power forward center / play. So those are the 3 games that we've got on tonight. Stay tuned. Tomorrow is going to be a really, really good pod I'm doing, fire pod I'm doing. It's going to be about the entire 10-game slate we got for Wednesday. That's when we really get into it. But don't take this 3-game slate for granted. Get in there, and see what you come up with. I think this is going to be a good night for some of us. Let us know how you do. This is your DFS Jerusalem, and you can follow me on Twitter at DFS Jerusalem. Thank you so much for all the love, all the subscriptions. Thank you for welcoming my baby girls when you see them. They're I have 4 girls and 1 boy. But, well, thank you. Y'all have a wonderful Tuesday, and let's get this money, y'all. Oh, and before I forget, there's a DFS Sweatshop Subscribers League. It's NFL. Sunday only, I believe. It's a $5 buy-in. Top 3 win. It should be in the description to the link. The link should be in the description. So get in there. Let's mix it up. I'm going to shout out whoever wins, whoever beats me down. I'll be in there. I'm already in there. We got a few guys already in. Probably going to fill up quick. And it's the DFS Subscribers League. Get in there. Thank y'all.